Fact.
Congressman Devin Nunes there on the whole Russian collusion illusion. A ton of reaction now, 3 days after the summary of the Mueller report was made public. Republican Jim Jordan with me now. And, sir, how you doing? Good morning to you. I want to take you through a couple things. Washington Post, Adam Schiff apparently gave an interview within the last, I guess, 10 or 12 hours or so. Here is the quote that Schiff has. Undoubtedly, there is collusion, he says. We will continue to investigate the counterintelligence issues. That is the president or people around him compromised in any way by a hostile foreign power? It doesn't appear that was any part of Mueller's report. Just go ahead and answer that collusion answer there first, and I'll get to more.
I mean, come on. Did he not read Bill Barr's letter? The Attorney General said there was absolutely no collusion. The Attorney General also points out in his letter that there were multiple opportunities for Trump campaign officials to work with Russians, but they didn't do it. So in other words, Russia dangled the forbidden fruit in front of people all the time, and they didn't bite. So, I mean, I don't know how Chairman Schiff can make that statement. There was absolutely no collusion. Think about what Bill Barr said. He said there are no new indictments coming, there are no sealed indictments, there's no collusion, and there's no obstruction. It could not be a stronger, more definitive statement on this entire investigation than what the Attorney General made. Total vindication for the president.
All right, we will continue.
As I've said many times, totally good news for the country.
But he said we will continue to investigate the counterintelligence issues. I'd imagine if the media goes along with that, you'll probably hear more about it. Let's see. Swalwell, the Democrat from California. It's okay, Jim Jordan, if you can hear me again, I'll try and keep this alive here. Do you got me now? All right. Well, just give it a beat here. I just want to take you back to the story last night with Martha McCallum. She had Eric Swalwell, a Democrat from California. He was talking about the dossier and the fact that he believes everything that's still in it. Here was the exchange from last night.
So it doesn't bother you that the Clinton campaign paid for a dossier to be put together by someone who had all kinds of ties to intelligence and put together something that turned out to be not necessarily factual? That part of
which part of it hasn't been proved factual?
Well, Christopher Steele himself said it was not a finished work product, and everyone who analyzed it said, "Well, I mean,
which part was not proved factual?"
I mean, are you serious?
So this is in the bloodstream still, sir.
Yeah, no, it is. I lost it there for a second, Bill, but I think I got most of it. The dossier, don't take my words for it. Take Jim Comey. He said it was salacious and unverified. So Jim Comey, even he said this dossier was not accurate. We all know it's National Enquirer garbage. But the scary thing is what Devin Nunes said, that they took this document, dressed it all up, paid for by the Clinton campaign, took this document, dressed it all up, took it to the secret court to get the warrant to go spy on the Trump campaign. That's how this whole crazy thing started. And that is what's wrong. And those people who did that, they're the ones we need to investigate and hold accountable.
One more thing. I don't know if you saw the president of the Hill yesterday. I know he was meeting with some lawmakers. He said the following about, well, listen to it for yourself, and we'll characterize it.
I don't want to say that, but I think you know the answer.
What do you think the answer is?
I didn't quite hear it, Bill. I'm sorry.
He was asked, do you think it reached the West Wing of the Obama White House? That was the question. And the answer was, I don't want to say that, but I think you know the answer. What do you believe the answer is?
Here's what I know. When it was President-elect Trump, Chuck Schumer, one of the top Democrats in our government, back in January of 2017, said this: when you mess with the intelligence community, they have 6 ways to Sunday at getting back at you. Now, think about that statement. That is scary. The intelligence community getting back at President Trump for what? For winning the election? But the idea that you have a top Democrat official say that is scary. So how high it goes, I don't know. But this is why we do need to investigate that, because this kind of activity is never supposed to happen in this great country. But we know that it did. And that's why Devin Nunes, Mark Meadows, myself, and a number of others are so committed to getting to the truth so that it never happens again.
Jim Jordan, thank you for your time. I guess the IG report will tell us a little bit in a couple months from now. We await that. Thank you, sir.